My name is Susie, and I'm a visual artist working with video and photography, mainly in a live performance setting. I use a camera and various objects, either photos or drawings or things that are shiny and reflect light, and I make abstract animation mixed with narrative that goes along with a musical score or a live music performance. My work here was, I was asked to take a performance that I had and turn it into an installation. What I did was, about 3 or 4 years ago, I had an idea to make more of a narrative film. My work is generally very abstract with no storyline. It's more of like a visual music performance. And I was going to a lot of film festivals, and I was really inspired by short, semi-narrative films, especially the work Sans Soleil. So I started thinking about how to build a narrative out of just images and objects. And I worked with a few different books that I was really interested in at the time. And then that kind of brought me to looking to literature for inspiration. And so I had read about the book Infinite Jest by David Foster Wallace. So the book is very long, it's like 1,000 pages. And the idea is not that you need to read the book in order to experience the installation or the film, but what caught my attention about the book was not only the filmmaker himself, but he makes a film that is so seductive that people who watch it end up doing nothing else at all, to the point where they actually die. And this to me seemed like actually a possibility in America, because people get so consumed by just entertaining themselves and making themselves feel good that I felt like, to me, I could almost see that as the end of many Americans, if not the whole country. So I started off with this idea, playing with how seductive could you make a film and what other things are we seduced by. So there are various forms of entertainment that people get completely addicted to or caught up in such a way that they forget everything else. So I used both his films and this idea of having a very seductive film as part of the installation work and the performance that happens inside the installation. The audience can experience the seductive qualities of a few different things in the installation. There's a soundtrack that's based on another character's radio program from the book that's done by AGF, and she is a very seductive voice, and she's reading very boring technical manuals, but she does it in a way that really draws you in. And there are films that project that are actually inspired by specific works from the filmmaker in the book. There's also Pong, which is one of the first video games. It's incredibly simple, but can be very addicting. And then a lot of the book takes place around a tennis academy, and there are all these kids that just are obsessed with tennis. And so we brought in a half-size tennis court. So it's exploring seduction of entertainment, be it music or visual or something really physical or something that's more mental, like the video game.